Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Previously, revelation after revelation, we went over from the Justice Minister's office to investigate this claim that the Blue Man Group had kidnapped his daughter, but it turns out that's not true. They kidnapped some other little girl instead. It was Camilla, who lives with Lynn. Now, it turns out Camilla, she's the daughter of Detective Jowd, and it was kind of her fault. It was mostly a freak accident that her mother got shot dead by a gun mounted on the wall, and it seems that Jowd is taking the blame for it wholly and is facing the executioner's block specifically to make his daughter not feel so bad, but that feels stupid. I don't know what's going on there. We also learned that apparently Camilla died earlier this evening, but was apparently saved by someone else off camera. Some other person with ghost trick powers. I suspect it's Ray, but who knows. At any rate, we've learned all we can, so it's time to go back to the Justice Minister. And I suspect we'll be going to one Temsic Park, the very site where Jowd saved Lynn as a child by shooting someone to death, so yay! Manual save. Let's go. Chapter 12, 12:25 a.m. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted, that the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister? I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Wow, when you put it like that, yeah, that is messed up. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too, like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? Well, that's actually kind of him to say. Oh, I know who this is. Hoo-wee! That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby? I did. Inspector Cabanela. How is Lynn getting out of this one? I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. What about? The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Oh, 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 oh. I love this dude. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry, I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please, don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Well, now what? This is a lot. Lynn doesn't really know that Jowd is innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution and the kidnapping are real threats, and time marches on. I'll gather information and see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow, I just know it. I think... I want to say, advancing the text with Square will advance the story, so let's speak with other people. Can I... What? Alright, shenanigans. I want to get in Jowd's head, but... No, wrong person. There we go. Let's talk with him. My poor Emily. Is she alright? Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why, it's a dream talking to me in my head again. Wait a minute. Emily? Could that be the Emily next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me. My wife. It's, complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart, what with him being so busy. Yeah, I bet you're right. This is so mean. This poor minister. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. According to what I heard, Emily was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. Those horrible kidnappers! They were lying in wait for her. But Emily didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Huh, and so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead? Apparently, Emily and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. This is an assumption. It's like... Beauty had some kind of machine, a device that was playing cutout footage. Audio clips. From like a phone call or whatever. No, not a phone call. The conversation between Emily and Anna, I think it was. The wife's name is Anna? Or was it Emma? I think it was Emma. So we know that they were artificially doctoring their hostages' words. That could mean that they are in fact aware that they have the wrong little girl? It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Oh, right. You asked her to bring the music box. Camilla. Right? Anything else, actually? No. Just loops. Good to know. Good to know. I guess I can, excuse me. I guess I can use the phone to travel to other locations, but I don't want to miss this conversation. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you.
And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Chowd could never have done such a thing.
Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing.
Huh?
I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby?
If that's the case, why did you bring him here?
Whatever do you mean, young lady?
He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishments. Isn't that right, Inspector?
I can't tell if Lynn is being smart about this and trying to dance around that Cabanela is clearly stalling for time, or if she's actually leveling an accusation that Cabanela is actually hunting for promotions. Because I remember what he was talking about. He wears that snow white coat because only an unblemished, stainless person can get promoted, right? Is that what he believes?
For your own selfish reasons? So are all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn.
But, Detective Chowd...
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But...
He's closer now. I can speak with him. Anything new? Nope. I'm glad to have checked, though. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple.
Why not?
Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla.
What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be. And, by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself.
What? What are you talking about?
Ooh, Lynn didn't know. Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after tonight. God damn it. So, I was holding out hope that maybe he's being blackmailed somehow, maybe he has ulterior motives, but no, it's really that straightforward. He's really trying to absolve Camilla of guilt and responsibility by also offing himself, so... I said it before, I'll say it again. A child growing up with the guilt that they accidentally caused one of their parents' death is not as bad as having the guilt that they accidentally caused their parents' death and also their other parent died specifically to try and help them. Ah! Chowd, you idiot. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Damn. Damn. Sissel? Mic drop? Mic drop.
Is it true what Camilla said?
Why don't you tell us what you know? Hello. To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first.
Mom! Mom!
What was that noise? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh my, that's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to, made an impossible move. An impossible move? Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. Why was it loaded? Why was it loaded? So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid?
Huh. It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. You don't suppose it was someone pulling a ghost trick? Now, this was 5 years ago, and apparently ghosts only exist for one single night? Who could it have possibly been? The only person I can think that would want revenge against Jowd, at least as far as the scope of this narrative is concerned, is the man who he shot dead in the park, but that was 10 years ago, I believe. There's no way that was the same night as 5 years ago, so what gives?
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. So this adjustment would probably be reflected in the basement of the super's office? Maybe?
What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean...
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what was in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Damn. What a moron. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers.
Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know.
The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Chowd.
There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
Detective Chowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time?
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Chowd, and of course little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Chowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsic Park. Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. Are they saying this out loud? Because I think Cabanel is about to blow a gasket.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now.
Will she? She's a wanted criminal? Hello?
Sissel, take care of Detective Chowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
And yet again I say, easy enough for you to say. Huh. Anything else? Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there is any small chance his daughter is the one who is kidnapped.
But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost? Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, Detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? I guess we're not going to the park, we're going to that apartment. I guess we gotta get her attention, but how? What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Uh-oh. Please, don't bow down to me. And especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Where'd he get that chair? The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? I gotta help him, don't I? I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it'll be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping. Somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here? I'll take it. Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost? Wait. Yeah, I think we read this. Whoops. Yeah, we need to go there, to the other person's house, the apartment. Excuse me, Mr. Minister? I can't hear you. La 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 la. I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it? Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less. Oh yeah? Who's that? Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal. But I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion. Would you listen to a delusion? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though. Good. Right. Through the phone we go. Oh? Well, hanging around here won't change anything. I've got 10 minutes before the prison van shows up. If I could just do something about the kidnapping in those 10 minutes. I guess the telephone lines are my only hope. I'm sure we have all the time in the world in reality, so... Junkyard. How's Ray holding up? You said he was weak? Even his ellipses faded in slowly. Hey, why so quiet? Ray? What's going on? Maybe he isn't here anymore. Ray is on the move, isn't he? Can I reach him? Ray isn't here. Where is he? I gotta know. Eventually. Eventually. Surprise, surprise, we can't go to the parlor. Surprise, surprise, we can't go to Lynn's apartment. That's our goal. So we'll check other locations. The park. Temsic Park. Oh? Nothing new. Okay. The superintendent's office. I'll be very curious to see if Sissel has any dialogue here. He's gone. Pigeon Man's gone. It looks like the old pigeon guy decided to go somewhere else. There's something very off about this place. Old dusty junk side by side with well-maintained equipment. Anyway, it doesn't look like things are going to change here much for a while. Can I get down below? Not from here. Okay, let's skip a bit, go to the basement. I want to see if Sissel will have anything to say about this room now. It's been a while since I visited this line. Quite a while. I sense somebody's presence in this dimly lit place. Tonight is probably our last chance. If he doesn't come here tonight... I think this silence is starting to get to me. This old man is apparently waiting for somebody. The only thing waiting for me is the end of my existence. Fascinating. Huh. So why is he recreating this room? And what's with the goddamn blue pigeon? I swear to God that pigeon is a Blue Man Group spy. Chicken kitchen? Oh, there's gotta be nothing here. Honestly, I'm starting to think we'll never ever come back to this place for realsies in the story. I think that chicken kitchen is done. Barman, what secrets do you hold? The good old guard room. Alright, have these two kissed yet? They really need to. The chief is on his way over here. What's he want to come now for? Well, because the death row inmate escaped, of course. Oh, I'd hate to be in your shoes right now, Bailey. You're in charge, after all. Arrgh! Me? Oh, why did I ever have to become a prison guard? I never would have taken a job like this if I knew the prisoners might escape. Wow, unbelievable. Yes, I know, right? It is unbelievable. Brother. I want to take a quick look at the internals. How are things going over at the mortuary? Are they repairing that chair? Oh. Yeah, they're still hard at work. How about the upper row of cells? Is anyone still here? Looks like things are back to normal here. Huh. Spiky is making that horrible noise, same as ever. Our condemned convict, Detective Jowd, is out. As is the curry lover, who is dreaming dreams of curry, same as ever. My time will soon be locked away from me as well. I can't waste what I have left. I better get going. Well, that did sate my curiosity. If I went in here, would he have anything to say? He's definitely saying something, but not in words I can understand. Guard room. Now the external line. Let's see, basement, we were there. Ah, the chief's room. He's gone. He left his shoes behind? He's out there barefoot, terrorizing the city. Uh-oh. I guess the chief went out. He didn't even put on his shoes. Did something happen? Maybe he's just in the bathroom down the hall. I almost wonder, can I see something new if I activate this footage? It's gonna be the same footage, right? Yeah. I guess this is a good refresher. So Sissel's definitely saying something to her. She's shocked, she doesn't want to believe it, she doesn't want to go through with something. Sissel shrugs like, hey, that's what it is, and then he resigns himself to his fate. Wait a second. Hey, actually... Come to think of it, I think there was static obscuring the precise moment that Lynn shot a second time? Did that look weird to anybody else? This is my first time catching that little detail. What? Okay, now I think Lynn didn't actually shoot Sissel. And her first bullet definitely didn't hit him. Huh. Okay, well... Anyway, next destination. The kitchen. Ugh. There's not gonna be anything there. Those two left this place, so there's no reason to go there. The moonlit courtyard? Maybe we'll run into Ray here, or I don't know. Probably not. Nothing. Just to be absolutely sure. We'll pop in here for just a little second. The scene of tragedy is once again sealed in silence. The tragedy 5 years ago, and the tragedy tonight. I wonder where the little lady is now. If only I could put a smile back on her face before the day dawns. But I won't find the answers here. I better follow my own leads. Well said, Sissel. Away we go. She's back? Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Cough, cough. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. What? What? Oh, come on! It's just getting cut! Damn it! Oh. Fine. Fine, but did you see that? It's 12:51. It's getting close to 1 a.m. Oh, man. Oh, man, I am really getting the sense that, time is running out. Ooh. I mean, we still have at least 5 hours left. At least. That is a lot, but I only feel like half of this story has been revealed to me so far. Only half. Save, yes. Continue, no. Well, shoot, I guess that's 2 really short videos back to back, but I guess that kind of serves me just fine, because I'm really excited to get back to playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've been playing the remake. I 100%ed remake, hard mode included, and all the extra stuff. And now I'm playing Rebirth, and I'm like having the time of my life because these games friggin' rule. Back to Ghost Trick. Pulling myself away from that game. I do appreciate that Jowd is no longer a pitiful sad sack. He's willing to fight for his own survival. He's willing to fight for Camilla. He's no longer taking the stupid way out. Not even the easy way out, just the stupid way out. Cripes. How can a character like Jowd be so cool and so competent and still make such a stupid decision? But then, I guess that's just what being human means, right? That's what character flaws are, right? Well, aside from that, I do really like this implication that there's some person out there who used the power of ghost tricks for evil. Someone meddled with that mechanism to kill Alma. I think that's her name. Alma? Jowd's wife? Camilla's mother? But the thing is, if it really was ghost tricks, unless they pulled some bullcrap like using some resuscitation technique, like mouth-to-mouth breathing, or those special electric pads that you rub together and go clear, and then you pulse the person's chest. Yeah, unless they did some bullshit to bring the ghost tricker back to life after Alma's murder, whoever did it is long gone by now. Well, there's another possibility. A possibility that Ray simply lied to Sissel about going away by dawn. But I don't know why he would do that. Maybe just to light a fire under Sissel and get him going with urgency? We're definitely in the phase of this narrative where all the answers lie with the Blue Man Group. We need to learn more about them. What are their goals? What are their motivations? What is their connection to Jowd? Why go after him? Ah! Oh! My brain! And then there's Cabanela. His words are full of venom, but I think his actions speak of very, very restrained rebellion. Cabanela is going through with what the law says, but I think he's begging on the inside for any kind of delay, any kind of change. I really don't believe he mirthfully wants Jowd to be executed. No way, no how. He definitely hates to see this happen to his friend. But he's not going to let something like that get in the way of the law. That's just who he is, I suppose. Where is Missile? Missile is MIA. Where is Missile? At this point, I'm starting to think that we'll only see Missile once more, but I think that little doggy is gonna come in clutch. I think Missile will absolutely save the day tonight. Mark my words. I think that's a safe bet. I think Missile is gonna be the absolute MVP at the most critical moment. That's the sense I'm getting. So yeah, next time I guess we'll spend a lot of time in that room trying to find some way to goad either the drinking lady who types or the little sick girl to call the Justice Minister. That's not gonna be easy. That's very indirect. I don't know. But I do seem to recall that there were some objects in that room that seemingly had no purpose whatsoever. And I think there may still be a mouse in there? Maybe that can help? I don't know. Anyway, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.